Well,
absolutely.
Seems like talking it over kind of switched you to yes.
And then they asked, what do you think we should do? And I said,
I'm Alberta, USA, baby.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here in Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided?
Undecided.
Undecided?
Yeah.
Undecided?
Yeah.
Okay, so no disagreement? And what would cause you to say yes?
Actually, I'm leaning more towards yes. Government's just more focused on like east or west.
Yeah.
Alberta, Saskatchewan, like
Yeah.
nobody cares about this.
No.
So definitely jobs are being lost.
Everything is getting more and more expensive and not affordable at this point.
She's been here all her life. I've been here for like almost 10 years now. I love being here,
Yeah.
and the way Alberta is being treated by the government. If there is a possible solution, the Alberta could be like, separate and be its own, own territory. I would love to see it, together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided?
Undecided at this point. They support Canada, they want to be with Canada, but it feels like in your own family you're not being treated fair by your father, and at some point the kid will revolt. Trump has put it out right now. A different family is putting out an offer for a kid that's feeling not treated fair in the family, and this kid is trying to make a noise to the parent, like, start treating me fairly. Or
what would cause you to say yes?
I mean, if this continues, right, we're seeing a number of job losses. We're seeing our economy struggle because of the oil and gas points that we're trying to put across. As we say, profit's not a bad word.
No, it's not.
I mean, we've been doing this for the East Coast and the West Coast for the longest time in Alberta and from Alberta. We're at point it's going to happen. I mean, going back to the same kid. Hey, you're not going to treat me fairly, and that's the triggering point, right? My kid can't sell nationality at a Walmart for a loaf of bread.
Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided? No. Okay. Is there any way you would say yes? Or what would
I'm sure there would be, but it would have to be a very complex platform.
Okay.
I think it would definitely have to be a well thought out platform. But otherwise, with most of the things I've read and heard, it's just not there yet.
Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided?
Undecided. I need more information, like why we need a separation and why not.
Okay.
So I'm still not.
May I ask you how long you've been in Alberta?
Almost in Alberta?
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years?
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Canada as a whole?
Canada almost 6 years.
6 years. Where were you before?
Saskatchewan.
Yes. Okay.
Saskatoon?
Saskatoon.
Yes.
I promised 2 questions, but that interests me actually.
Okay,
Which place do you like better, Alberta or Saskatchewan?
Obviously, Alberta.
Alberta? Oh, wow.
Number one.
I agree with you.
I came one time just for the visit, like for bath, and I decided I have to live in Alberta.
You just have to leave and come here.
Yes, always under one. Like,
way better.
Very better.
Awesome. Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided? No. Okay. And what would cause you to say yes?
Nothing really. I still believe in one Canada.
Okay.
And I believe we can all be together stronger and achieve greater things. So I would say separation is not something that I would go for.
It's not something you would go for. There's no breaking point for you?
No.
Okay. Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided?
No, I don't think so. It's, Canada's Canada.
It's Canada, indivisible.
Yeah, kind of need each other in some sort of way, I feel, and I don't know, separating, look how, Quebec tried to do it. It didn't really work out too well, so I just think, may as well not.
Okay. And what would cause you to say yes? Is there anything that would cause you to say yes?
That's a good question, actually. I thought about
The rest of the
separating.
country is trying to become America.
Yes.
They will opt out.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they want to become America, we would opt out. We'll
Yeah.
become an independent country.
Other than that,
Okay. Alberta Separation, yes, no, or undecided?
Undecided, but I don't like that Alberta will separate in Canada.
Okay. Is there anything that would cause you to say yes?
I heard before that they want to separate
The pension plan?
pension plan.
Yeah.
That's the pension plan,
Yeah.
right? But because if you're still Canada, you pay the pension plan. What if you move in the BC? So what happened to your pension plan, right?
Okay.
So I don't like to move to separate.
Yeah, I see
Still
your
at this
point. Yeah, unless they have an
Because-
agreement with BC
yeah,
or Canada.
Yeah, because we don't know, right? The future. Maybe we move to somewhere, maybe Toronto or.
Gotcha.
And
And then
that's
what would the agreement be if we were independent?
What would happen to my contribution, right?
Gotcha. Alberta separation, yes, no, or undecided?
We are immigrants, so we are having lots of hope within Canada. So after moving to Alberta, if we are saying like do a separation with another like country, so it's not going to be fair. Well, last time I living in Quebec for 4 years, so that was the same thing over there. So I don't like that thing. Suppose if Alberta is with the US already, or it gets separated. So for the immigrant, the chance for coming here is going to be more or less as compared to the last times.
So to be less of a chance to get in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see like if somebody have to go to the US right now, it's very hard to get the opportunity.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. And I have a book too. Please check it out. You can have hours of fun with friends and family trying to answer the questions in my book called Alberta Trivia Quiz Book. There's 123 multiple choice questions with answers and sources, and you can literally spend hours seeing who gets the most right.